times later.
Praise General
And his men.
They've been marching. Now they were all around the town waiting for it.
The general called to his gunner.
Is the gun in place?
Yes, sir.
Said the gunner.
Good. Load it when I give you the order to fire.
Very well, sir.
Said the gunner, but a little while later.
Sir, we can't fire that gun.
Why not?
Because we
Can't load it soon.
The general became restless.
Why can't you load it? Please, sir.
There's a duck in our gun.
A duck in our gun?
It has been a nest in there, sir.
The cheek of it. I must go at once.
We tried, sir.
But the duck won't come out.
I think it's sitting on some eggs.
And painted swords and
Look in the cannon.
Here, Dilly Dilly. Thanks, Dilly.
Quack, quack, said the duck.
And the general banged on the gun with his sword.
Quack, quack, said the duck, but she wouldn't move.
Please, sir, could we put some food in the end of the gun?
If the duck is hungry, it will come out and eat. A very good idea. Give me some bread at once. Yes, sir.
But the duck would not come out.
You could fire it with the duck inside, sir. No. We'll think of something else. I know, we'll borrow the gun.
The general put on all of his clothes and went into town. And the town guards took him to the Prime Minister's house.
The general knocked on the door.
And the Prime Minister's daughter opened it.
Good afternoon. Do you know who I am?
Oh yes, I've seen your pictures in the paper. Won't you come in? Father, here's the general to
How do
see
you do? How do you do? Not very well. There's a duck in our gun.
I see. And you can't fire the gun with the duck inside? What are you going to do?
That's why I came to see you. I was wondering if you could lend us a gun. I mean, it's not very fair if you have guns and we don't.
Oh, I agree, but you see, we only have one gun.
Could we share it? You could have a fire shot at us, and we could take the gun and fire a shot at you.
Oh no, we can let you have our gun. Besides, it's too heavy to move. Looks like we'll have to call out the war for 3 weeks. By that time, the duck's eggs will have hatched, and you will have your gun back.
That's fair enough. When the general's men heard the news,
Yippee!
they even put food in the gun for the duck.
When the general wasn't looking.
But after 1 week, the general had another problem. So he went to see the Prime Minister again.
How are you?
Asked the Prime Minister.
Not good at all. The truth is, I only had them wait. For a week my men have done nothing, and they expect to be paid for it.
That is a problem.
Could you lend me some money?
No, I can't lend you money. But if your men paint our town, then I can pay them for that.
Thanks, I'll tell my men right away.
And when the general told his men,
Sure, we'll paint the town.
early in the next morning they left camp for the town, armed with paintbrushes,
The general was left by himself.
with the duck who was still in the can. Quack, quack.
And then,
The general took a piece of paper out of his pocket
and checked to make sure none of his men would see him.
and put it quickly down the gun.
The general's men worked in the town every day.
And the general would visit.
The Prime Minister.
And his daughter.
And sometimes he would walk just as far as the gun with a pocket full of bread.
For the duck. And the eggs. And then the eggs hatched.
The general went by the gun and heard beep, beep, beep.
As well as quack, quack.
The general rang the alarm bell.
And his men came running.
Attention!
Called the general.
The ducks have hatched. Here, Dilly Dilly.
And the first little duckling popped his head out of the gun.
The general lifted it to the ground.
Then another. And another. Until there were 8. Quack, quack.
Then she marched off.
The 3 ducklings followed.
3
Cheers for the duck.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray! Now we can use our gun. At last, we can have our war.
Men, stop cheering. they became very quiet
They stood with their hats in their hands.
and stared at the ground. We, sir, we can't shoot at the town. We spoil the new paint.
We've worked 2 weeks on the houses.
The general noted. It seems silly to blow up freshly painted houses.
Besides, you have become rather fond of the Prime Minister's daughter.
What will we do then?
Couldn't you put off the work for good, sir? Couldn't you, sir? After we finish painting the houses,
We can all go home,
All right,
said the general.
I'll go talk to the Prime Minister.
So that was the end of the war.
The general.
Mary, the Prime Minister's daughter.
It was a big wedding with flowers and dolls and a cake that had a white sugar gun on the top.
Of course, the duck came. She and her 8 ducklings were there to march behind the army band.
The end.
Thank you for being so kind with our performances of Dr. McGovern. We'll start reading off the parts and who played them. The general was played by Jason Whitmer. The duck was played by Megan Halteman. The prime minister was Sean Flynn. The prime minister's daughter was Shannon Kenny. Our first narrator was Cameron Williams. Our second narrator was Annie Rebro. And our third narrator was Ann Bregman. And our 3 soldiers, our gunner was Chad Harrington. Our first soldier was Joshua Elliott, and our third soldier was Gemma Taylor. Thank you very much for coming today.